Racism.
Whoa.
I'm sorry, I gotta go. As a white person, I can't be associated with this anymore.
May all the white people, that includes you, Susanna, please leave the room. It's just me and David now. And the man behind it.
Yep.
It's just, this is the DM, the mailman, and the dude behind the mountain. All right, white people, you can all come back. I give you permission. All right. I've tucked my card away. Don't worry about it. All right, so welcome to Ones and Twenties, everyone. The show where we roll a lot of 20s and a lot more ones. I am your dungeon master, Omid Niliram. Thank you for joining us. Let us go around the virtual table. David.
It's me. No longer the only person with a class. I play 3 characters.
Why, hello there.
Jesus Christ.
My name is Mitch. I also have a class now. Just one. But we're working on that.
And he just stepped out of the disco club.
I did. And I didn't see you there.
Hi, I'm Faith. I don't have a class, but I am playing 3 characters. Also, our cat is making the weirdest noise. He's going, ow, ow, ow.
He wants to. He's playing a character.
Yeah, he's doing a character bit. It's okay.
Yeah, he's playing a walrus. A cat playing a walrus. It doesn't sound like a walrus. It sounds like a cat playing a walrus. Anyways.
I'm Susanna, and I would like to offer you this message from my mother. I hope y'all have a good time being D&D people.
Your mother is simultaneously the cutest person and the most badass person I know, and somehow she manages to be those things simultaneous, and it's kind of confusing.
It's baffling, honestly.
She rode a motorcycle.
Love that for your mom. Love that.
All right.
Everybody don't like and subscribe for Susanna's mom.
So before we start tonight,
Friend us on LinkedIn, or not LinkedIn, LiveJournal this time.
Oh, right.
Follow us on LiveJournal. Also, what?
Anyone with a Dream with account?
Yeah, hit us up.
Fucking hit us up. Why are you not doing that? Fucking pause.
Follow our community.
Pause or minimize.
Fanfic.net.
That would be super poggers.
What?
Don't
ever
Omid,
say
you
that
don't
word
want to
again.
know.
Don't ever say that
Omid?
word again. I don't care what it means.
You
I don't care what it
specifically don't
means.
wanna know.
I don't care what it means.
It's
Don't
not
ever use
bad.
that word again.
It's
No,
not
I
bad.
hate that word. I don't like it. I never want it used
I'm
again.
run with embarrassment.
Don't ever. It's the lamest thing I've ever heard,
Oh.
David. So just don't. Jesus, for yourself. For yourself, just don't say that. God. Oh my God. Ugh. Anyway, quick rule update for everyone. So for pushes, this is a thing I talked to you about before doing, David. And after last session, I've decided to implement it. So I'm going to limit the amount of pushes you can do per day to equal to your proficiency modifier.
Nice.
So there's more of a, ooh, do I want to use it or not? Also, so you can't just push every time you're about to die.
What?
So that would make sense. So people can still feel like they might die in my campaign where it's supposed to be super deadly.
Also,
We already felt that.
This is still a, yes.
push effects.
Mhm.
They only last 1 day, right? Unless otherwise stated.
Well, you just use the push for a roll, and then
I know, but like when the consequence. I think I have one that only lasted for a day.
So the consequence. So you had consequences that was like an injury. So
I had 2. I have the one for
Mhm.
Nick last 2 days, so I know that.
Yeah.
The one for Sharn just said hinder 1 checks for con saves. So I think that's passed. I think she slept it off.
Okay.
She was in the tent, too.
Yeah.
I can't remember, so I'll just say sure. But I always
Since
yeah.
I wrote it one down specifically in the other
Okay.
case, I figured that
Probably. Yeah, because I roll a die to decide how many days it lasts. So I'd probably
Yeah.
roll a 1.
How many days did cats last? You said fatigue. 1 fatigue, so -1 speed, hinder 1 dex.
Yeah, so I'll say it's just a fatigue that can't heal, and I rolled a 2. So for 2 days, even if you long rest, you will not get rid of that fatigue.
Cool.
Okay, so that's just a quick roll of it. So for Wolfric and for Lauren, you can still do it twice per day.
Yeah.
And I don't think anyone else is pushed besides Kat, which she's out. All right, so last time, speaking of why she had to push, a dire wolf attacked the party after Wolfric and Forlorn came out of the cave with some mushrooms. And Sharn found some plants with different kind of healing properties. Excuse me. The dire wolf attacked Kat after she tried to do a cool move and fell on her ass instead and almost died. But luckily, Wolfric came to the rescue to protect his herd, his new pack, and was able to harness his god, seemingly,
The blessing of
and
the shepherd.
smited the dire wolf, heavily damaging it and healing Kat in the process, and became a paladin guardian. And then they went back, got some more of the mushrooms, and then created a litter for the wolf, and is currently bringing it back to the shelter. The wolf is worth... God, that's a lot of meat.
Do you want to bring up our shared?
Gosh, that's a lot of meat. Well, it can rot, so that's fine. I'm gonna go with... You know what? Oh no, it's not gonna... Google's gonna tell me how much it weighs, and I can't do a calculation based off that. For now, I'm gonna say 60 portions.
Okay.
So 12 meals, potentially?
That's just one day, so yes. Also, the meat will go bad. So it's not... It's a lot, but it won't last as long. Gesundheit. As other things.
Not unless we smoke it.
Yeah.
I can probably help with
Oh my god.
refrigerating it.
All right. So eventually, and also, Forlorn marked the path to this cave,
Yes.
from where they fought the direwolf. So we're gonna start with all of you returning to the shelter, and we'll go from there.
Cat comes back first. Yo, we killed a fucking wolf. What were you doing?
Wow.
Anyone? Anything interesting? Nothing? Boring.
Well,
What have they been doing? Can we
We've been busy. Excuse me.
Can we
Jeez.
roll to see what they've been doing, or figure out what our other characters, how accomplished they've been so far?
You could have set them on menial tasks.
Yeah.
Just like around the area itself.
I know, 3 or 4 of them are working on the shelter, and then 3-ish were working on some fishing equipment.
Yeah, you can give me someone who's leading the shelter.
That's probably if no one else takes charge, Nick would take charge of gathering the supplies for the shelter. They aren't really building anything right now. They're just kind of getting wood, I'm mostly
think-
using Odysseus and Dante and
Ah.
knives as like pack labor,
Right.
along with Nick, to try to like carry
gonna say, I
haul
think-
as much there as possible.
Mhm.
I think that Dante probably recognizes he's mostly just like some big arms.
Mhm. So who's making the actual crafting check then, out of the three?
Oh, it's not a crafting check. I think we're just getting stuff.
You're just getting stuff. Okay. All right. So you're just gathering
To
today
craft
then.
them.
And then someone else was. There's another group trying to do fishing stuff.
Beatrice, I think, and
John.
Jean-Claude, we're going
we're
to.
working on fishing stuff.
Yeah.
I'm
like-
gonna say Clem volunteered himself to do the inventory of everything we have in camp.
All right.
Amazing. Love that for Clem.
Beatrice
Uh,
has some of those twine leaves, and she's going to continue working with them now that she's a little bit more familiar with their properties.
Mhm.
To try to make some sort of fishing net.
Okay, John. I hope you're helping Clem with the numbers. And then yeah. So for her, you're trying to make a
Well-
fishing net, Susanna.
Yeah.
I did say John would help with the fishing net.
Oh, you did? Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a whole net. God, what the fuck?
Or
do you make a
however
net
much
out of?
we can get with the 10 twine leaves.
Hmm.
If it's just a small net, that's fine.
It would be very small. But yeah, you can attempt.
Could we make like a scoopy net rather than like
Yeah, you can make a scoopy
Yeah.
net. There we go. That would
because
work.
if we build a weir with it,
Yeah.
then yeah.
There we go. That would work. Yeah, a scoopy net. So yeah, give me a
Scoopy
crafting check.
net.
Alrighty. I'm good at crafting. I'm better at persuasion.
Well, you're not going to persuade yourself to do better. So
If you like, John could craft it.
I'm pretty good at crafting.
Oh.
I have +5 intelligence, but I
Oh,
would
oh, yeah, go
appreciate
ahead.
help.
Yeah, no,
I don't
yeah,
know.
he's helping.
Do I get anything for people helping me?
yeah, you would get like bolster one if they have if you can describe to me a way that you're helping.
Well, I'm assuming that to get the twine leaves, you would need to cannot rip it apart, but
Mhm.
get the fibers out. And having more hands would just make it faster.
Sure, you can have bolster one.
Thank you. An extra +2, which makes it 17.
17. Yeah, it doesn't look as durable as maybe. I mean, for a first attempt at trying to make this, it's definitely workable. It might not be the most durable thing.
How much of my twine leaves does it use up?
Oh, God, that's a
Since we're
great
going with the
question.
smaller net.
It's a great question. I'll say about 6.
So I've got 4 left.
Mm-hmm.
And a small fish net.
Oh yeah, and you survivalists out there, whatever. Whatever. I don't know. I'm a comedian. I don't fucking know this shit.
We didn't binge watch those guys in the middle of the forest.
Right. Yeah.
And then how durable did you say it was?
Not very. So just do imperfect hand net, or what do you want to call it? Scoopy net.
Small, scoopy fishing net.
Yep.
Beautiful. Okay, so yeah, that's what they're doing. Embrielle was just kind of there.
Yeah. Just lazing about. Whatever, that's fine. Okay, yeah, and then everyone else is returned. And just as a reminder, if you do want to switch characters, you can do that once per day. It's been a couple hours.
Midday-ish.
Yeah.
I think Sharn is going to just stay back and sort and kind of start preparing some of her medicinals so that she doesn't have to make a fire the next time to get them to work. She's gonna and also she'll start helping prepare the animal carcass because she can use some of the fat as like a binding agent for some of the paste as paste and stuff like that. So yeah, and I think I'm gonna play as Nick for the rest of the day because who fuck knows what Clem can do.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know that Wolfric will stay. I think that if the group goes back out to do some foraging, he'll probably go do that. But if not, he will continue to do sort of his routine of doing that, and then I will switch to actually Dante. I was actually gonna change it to Dante anyway, so that works out.
Hey, there we go. So
Cat,
Dante, Nick.
Cat is going to maybe rest off her wounds a little bit. Though she can't fucking sit still, so she's gonna be seeing how well she can get around in the trees around camp for a quick getaway.
Can we roll to see how many supplies we gathered, by the way, this morning? Or what we gathered?
So give me anyone who was gathering. Just roll me a d20.
So Beatrice was crafting stuff. I guess Ambrielle was sort of half-heartedly gathering.
I think there was 3 people who were gathering.
Oh no, they were specifically people.
3.
3.
Yeah,
okay.
Same. I didn't do so well. Can I have advantage because I had Odysseus?
I'll give you bolster 1 because he had Odysseus.
That's not gonna help that much because we're not adding anything to this, right? We're not adding anything.
You roll a d4.
Yeah, no, but there's no skill involved. There's no luck. There's no perception. There's no.
No, it's I said perception before.
I didn't
hear
that.
you.
We didn't hear. We did not. Hear
that.
Perception.
My bad.
That changed it to a fat 0.
5.
Goose egg.
9, but if I could roll luck, it would be higher.
You know what? Fuck it. We just talked about the consequences of this. Too bad. I'm gonna push.
You gonna push?
Yeah.
All right. This is who is doing this again?
Dante.
Dante. Okay. Dante. So you
Gotta find that shit.
You see a really good branch that looks like it looks very hefty, but it's almost broken on a tree. So you try and jump up and pull it down, and you do so.
Yeah.
However, when you do, you fall on your back with it on your chest.
Oof.
And you
take
4 damage.
Oh God.
Go see Sharn. Are you out?
No.
No.
I'm just underneath the branch.
Nick will go over and
it's a very big branch.
Gesture with knives, and he's like, Corrigan? Is that what your name is?
Corrigan.
Help me over here. All right, ready? 3,
1. Oh, 3, 2, 1.
And we'll try to lift.
Yeah, I'm gonna have you make a strength check with hinder 1 actually, because your timing was definitely off.
Oh no, I have already hinder 1 for strength check.
So hinder 2.
I can make the roll if you'd like.
Yeah, if you want to make the roll, go for it.
Yeah,
So
one of you can do
1.
it.
That's a natural 20.
Hey,
okay, you easily pick it up.
crushed this
Yeah,
dog,
you both easily take it off of Dante. No problem.
With only 1 on the hinder, by the way.
Nice. You're right there. Are you? He's gonna partner. You're right there, partner.
The branch may have impaled him a little bit.
Well, he took damage. I mean,
damage.
why are you surprised?
Why are you surprised? You said it.
I'm gonna. Nick's gonna help get him up onto Odysseus, so he doesn't have to walk back.
Poor Odysseus.
Odysseus is a warhorse. He's had worse. I imagine the lord that wrote him.
Dante,
was kind of fat.
again,
I was gonna say
Dante-
his owner was worse.
Dante is the fattest man you've ever
His
seen.
shitty owner.
His owner was worse.
So I'll say that
Because he was also big, but he was like he would wear full armor on Odysseus. Odysseus is a strong boy.
so I'll say with that hefty branch that you recovered, that would work really well as a base for if you want to expand the shelter or make another one. And then Nick was the other person who was searching, right?
Mm-hmm.
What did you roll for Nick?
I rolled a 9.
A 9, okay. You found some stuff that was useful. The others didn't.
Right.
5.
Oh, you got a 5? Okay, yeah. It's about... You both found some useful stuff, but not a lot, unfortunately. That you
Do
wouldn't
we
have
have
enough. You would not have enough to make a second shelter today.
Okay, that's fine. What about a fishing weir?
As in...
large logs.
So it's kind of like building a mini dam or something like that. You can also use stones. So if we had some of those, and basically, because that's what I was hoping we could gather supplies for along with building stuff. And so
Okay.
if these building materials aren't enough for us to build a shelter, we might as well use them to start getting fish.
Okay, with both of yours, using all of them, I would say, you could attempt to craft that.
All right, I'm going to write building materials for where on here, David.
All right. Forlorn will offer to help with building of the weir specifically by saying, I can freeze the water for a bit to help get everything in place before I can't hold it for much, but I thought it might be of some help.
Sounds great. Does anyone know much about where the best place to place this? Where Sharon, this was kind of your idea. Cough, it was fake.
Yeah, Sharon.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, but like up the river there, that way, Kat is just gonna explain what she saw the fish doing upriver a little bit. Be like, so I don't know if that really applies here, but that's what they were doing a little ways up, and I think they're probably the same fish because they're in the same river.
Can I roll a nature check to get like a really good placement of this?
Yeah.
Can I
absolutely.
bolster one because Kat gave me all that
Oh,
information?
sure.
Yeah.
Yes, you may.
I rolled a natural one.
Ha!
No!
Oh
push,
my god.
push.
Push.
You cannot find for the life
Okay.
nothing looks good enough for you.
I think Sharon pushed already, actually.
No, she hasn't.
she has.
Push.
I'll push. She
You'll
pushed
push?
yesterday. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So yeah, Sharon, as you're looking for a spot along the river, you feel like you see a good one, but you've been a perfectionist about this and you want to really make sure it is. So you
Yeah.
lean over and you fall directly into the river.
All right. But I do confirm it's the perfect spot.
You do, because you get a first-class look at it, or front row seat to looking at this part of the
Yeah.
river. You're not at like the quads that the other team was at before, so it's not as much of a rush. So you're very wet, and that might cause problems. So I do need you to give me an endurance check. See if you get a bit of a cold.
I definitely do. 4.
Okay, yeah. So you start sneezing afterwards.
That's right. Clem is like 2, isn't he?
He is.
What?
I forgot from yesterday. I forgot to do the
No,
consequence.
he
of
was
that.
like
okay.
by the fire though.
No, he slept in the shelter and was by the fire. And you said he
Yeah,
constitution.
you're right.
He got
Yeah,
out
he
of
did.
it. Yeah.
He did. Yes.
I think
Oh, you might
I
want
think
to.
this is a good spot here. Oh no, what's going on with my accent? Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. I'm from the north.
North.
North. I think if we want to put the where here, that might be a good spot. I'm going to go sit by the fire, I think.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
And Sharon will just sit by the fire the rest of the day and
The rest of the day? Okay. Yeah. If that's what she's doing the rest of the day, then I'll say yeah, it'll eventually give me another endurance check.
Your bolster because she's behind magical fire.
I can feel the magical warmth.
The warmth.
The warmth.
The warmth.
Okay, yeah, it'll be the rest of the day, but you'll eventually it does not get worse.
Yay.
Which then it would be
that.
bad.
Yeah.
Diseases will be very bad. Not that this is a disease. Or cold, what is it? I don't know. What is it, a virus?
A chill. No, you cannot catch a virus from the river. What?
You can catch a lot of things from a river. Anyway.
You can.
Not
it's
a virus.
just like
Not from
yeah.
that, but.
Yeah, generally you don't get, you can get polio this way.
Yeah. See?
So it's
Don't
not
give
polio.
ideas.
Yeah. Oh yeah, roll for polio, Faith. I'm kidding.
Didn't know that was a possibility.
Well, so it was really common. I don't actually know if it was just from the people around or from the water specifically, but it was really common to get polio at like swimming pools and watering holes and stuff. It was like a big panic in the 50s and 40s.
Yeah, they swam with the sharks instead. That would have been safer.
That's
Actually,
why
it would
everybody
have.
had polio. Everyone's going on to the swimming hole.
Yeah, everyone blame your local pools.
So polio is spread by the fecal oral route. So that's why still bodies of water with a bunch of kids in them.
Yeah, taking shits in them, little shits.
Yeah. So
They
the
are
the polio virus travels in water, as does cholera. However, given that people haven't been really shitting in this river that much, I don't think Sharon could get one of those.
Yeah. That would have been super.
Yet.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, stay here a lot longer, and then I'll up the DC.
All
No
Jean-Claude
one
needs is
shit in
one
the
bath.
Yeah, what's
All
the
Jean-Claude
polio?
needs is one bath.
I got a polio DC over here going. Okay.
The polio DC.
Yeah, the polio DC is going up, y'all. Careful. Yeah, make sure you all let me know where you're shooting every day.
Honestly, I was gonna bring this up later. We do need to build latrines away from our water source and away from camp.
Mm-hmm.
We need to figure that out at some point. We can deal with it later, but.
All right. Anyway, so you found a good fishing spot. What else? Anything else you're doing today?
Sharon is not.
You have to set up the actual. Right. Yeah, Sharon's not. You have to set up. You were doing that to set up the thing. So whoever's doing that.
All right. I can assist with setting up the weir, moving of supplies and stuff. But does someone want to direct us?
I'm mostly good for. I think that Jean-Claude fellow, he likes to instruct people. I think from what I've gathered, but I thought he was busy.
I have a pretty good eye, so
potentially I could help. I know I'm not so strong, but
I could stand in the river.
that would be much appreciated. Thank you, Dante.
Don't do that. Don't stand in the river yet. I was gonna freeze it for a bit. Remember?
Yes,
That's what I was offering.
But
all right, yeah, let's
somebody
freeze it
has
a
to be
little.
there
Yeah,
to,
let's
like.
let's
you
freeze
know.
it a little upstream from where we're gonna build the weir. Hold the waters back a little bit, and then we'll get in the river near where the weir is and help construct it.
It won't be a perfect wall. It will slow down the water though.
That's fine. All right, and you two can direct, and me and
All right,
Dante will get this.
The message that you want to use is.
Yeah. Okay, so who is taking lead on this?
What kind of check is it?
I would
Is
say
it
it would
crafting
require
or teaching?
if you're helping someone.
Beatrice is helping by trying to explain to them what.
Can I seduce the
structure.
weir?
No, you can't. So this is going to be
a specialized skill.
This is going
Wrong
to be
type of weir.
This is going to be a nature and a crafting check.
Beatrice can do the crafting. I was wondering if since she's
Those are both
teaching-
intelligence.
Yeah,
teaching
Nick
people
cannot
about
do-
this?
Yeah,
Nick-
go ahead and give me a teaching.
I have a special.
I
I
know.
have a specialized skill called teaching, and if it's teaching about crafting, I don't know exactly how
Yeah.
that works.
So I'm about to do something for that. So just give me a teaching check about crafting.
So that's intelligence plus my teaching.
Plus your crafting. It's just your crafting plus your
Teaching
teaching.
modifier, yeah.
So that's
And if you
17.
17. Okay. So what I was having you do there is, if you rolled high enough, I would give you I would give your help action would be bolster 2 instead of bolster 1, and you rolled high enough. So whoever's doing the crafting portion will get a bolster 2 from.
Tell you what, Nick's got more
Beatrice.
dexterity than Dante.
And Corgan.
Crafting isn't Dex.
Crafting isn't
Oh.
dex.
It's not.
Well, I'll
Crafting
tell
is
you this.
intelligence.
I'll tell you this. Nick's smarter than Dante is.
Nick has a 9 intelligence.
Dante.
Corgan has a straight roll, so
And
Dante
then
has an 8.
actually, I'm gonna add something to this. I'm gonna add. I'm gonna add either a strength or a dexterity check to stand in the water and do this.
got a
I can
plus
help
3.
on that.
I'm your man
Oh,
on
plus
strength.
Alright.
So we get.
This crafting is not gonna go well.
I
have
know.
a -1.
That's why I wanted to help with the crafting, but I didn't want to get in the river because I didn't know how the strength check would shake out. So you
Well,
got a bolster 2. So that's
Once
Yeah,
the
for the
water's
crafting,
the water's frozen, that should.
It'll
help
give a
with the-
bolster 1 for that check. Yes.
for the
Um,
strength.
Yes.
So Corgan has a straight roll for crafting, but a +4 for strength checks.
You've got the best crafting of us.
You've got the
of
best
any of us.
crafting.
You got the
Okay.
best of my crafting. Anyway.
And then I'll help Dante with the strength check as well. Like just kind of shoring him up from behind.
Maybe.
Mhm.
Can you. Yeah, never mind. I'm trying to think of any other way we can help boost our crafting because that's our weak spot.
All right. So who is taking lead on this?
It looks like
Corgan.
Knives is.
Corgon's gonna take it
Knives.
on the
All right.
crafting.
Knives.
What am
First
I
thing I
rolling
need
first?
you to make is the strength check.
Which is a bolster 1.
Yes. Because what spell actually is Forlorn using?
His 3rd level spell. In the
Okay. Okay. I'll give you a bolster 2 for that.
Hell fucking yeah.
If you can use a 3rd
Strength.
level spell.
Good thing I have bolster 2.
God damn.
So
it.
you roll a d6 on that.
I did.
Uh-huh.
Total of 12.
12. Okay. So you're able to do it. You don't have. It's not very steady, but you were able to get in the water without being like pushed downstream. So next would be the nature check.
The crafting, you mean?
Well, should I get in the river
the same
first
thing.
also?
Hmm?
Since I'm also well, because Dante's also going to be in the river. So do I need to also make that check?
Yes, you do.
And
And
should
you
we maybe
also
do
have-
that before we start crafting?
Yes. So you'll bolster 2. Yeah, because if you want to help, then yeah, you'll have to be in there as well.
Oh, fuck. Oh wait, bolster 2, so I have a d6 to that.
Yeah.
I'll get in the river as well.
12.
Same.
Hey.
Oh, I have hinder 1, but we've bolster 2, so it's just
Mhm.
a bolster 1. Okay.
Okay.
This is just a strength athletics.
Strength. Yeah.
19.
19.
Okay.
Okay, you have some real good footing.
Nick Nick strips his shirt and he's
Oh,
very
gosh.
hot. He's a sexy half orc.
I was gonna
With
say
a
Dante
country
would take off his apron for sure. And,
Yeah.
like roll up his pants.
Embrielle is observing.
Also, all 3 of you, give me endurance checks.
That's Constitution, right?
Yeah. Also,
18.
I'm gonna give you
Eight.
bolster 1 because you're not falling into it, so you're not getting
Yeah.
completely
Okay.
soaked.
Cool.
18, you're fine, Faith.
Oh no,
Nick's fine.
22.
Nick's fine.
Nick is
This is
nothing.
glistening.
Yeah.
Nick is fine.
Yeah.
Nick
Oh,
kind of
okay.
like
His
his
hair
hair
is,
back.
yeah.
Okay, with the bolster, it's an
Embryo
11.
observes harder.
11? Okay. You're not getting the cold.
13.
Okay.
Does Embryo like
I rolled a 2.
You've got some shivers, but you
Embryo
don't get a
has some
cold.
issues.
I rolled a 2.
Jesus. All right. So
Embryo's the bottom. Sorry.
No, you're not.
Anyway, no,
Don't
you're not.
apologize.
Anyway. And then someone just give me a nature check with advantage.
With advantage?
Yes. This
Are we
spot
all-
has already been found. There's a bunch of people here. Roll over advantage.
That's you.
Advantage with bolster too? 'Cause that's what we're getting the teaching from, right?
No.
Yeah.
The
This check
the
was
teaching
originally
is for
gonna
crafting. The
Oh,
teaching was
nature.
for crafting. This is just nature.
With advantage.
Hmm.
Okay. Not much better I can get than that. Yeah, 19.
Okay, yeah. You're fine. So you're able to see the spot that Sharn's she
Risked
spotted
her
out this
life
spot.
for.
She pointed out this spot, but also you're like actually here and you see, okay, what did she see? Why is this a good spot where I need to put all these? So
I see the rocks that are perfect to position logs and stuff.
mhm. So now I'm gonna have you give me a crafting check. Now you are not steady. Neither is Dante. Nick is. So Nick is gonna cancel out your hinder one for this check, and you're gonna get both.
I like push and I flex and I brace them both in the river.
And you're gonna get instead bolster 2 because of Beatrice. So you're gonna make a
Okay.
crafting check with bolster 2.
Which is a straight roll. No modifiers.
If a bunch of dudes in a river isn't a little homoerotic, are there even a bunch of dudes in a river?
Yeah, I mean,
Am I right or am I right?
You're right.
That's an
no, you're
11.
right. You
Right.
should say it, but what?
With bolster 2?
I rolled a 1 on the D6.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
What'd you get?
All right. 11.
11.
Oh,
Okay.
I will push if it's necessary, if that's
I-
not a passing roll.
I think you want to push because the consequence won't be too bad because you're probably pretty close to the DC, and we want this to be like a permanent
Fixture.
fixture. This is very important for our ability to gather food.
I will push if
Okay.
that's not enough.
It's not enough. It's not enough. So yeah, this is a very difficult thing to do. So this is who's doing this again? Knives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Let me
Pass
see.
me the logs.
I start doing it as I'm bracing.
You get a full-on cold. Going by the fire will not help you. I mean, you should, but it will not cure this cold. You've got
Yeah.
a full-on cold. This is gonna last.
All right. I wasn't planning on leaving the camp for a bit anyway.
Yeah. Good.
All right. I will assist everyone in getting out once we're done constructing.
Good
You all right?
job, everyone.
there?
I'm doing good.
Maybe you should go see Sharon. She might be able to help
Give
you a
Knives
little
up.
bit with it.
Couple of hearty pats on the back.
Phlegm. Go warm up by the fire and maybe go see Sharon. She might be able to help at least with some of the symptoms.
Yeah. Mhm. I mean, I'm fine, but I mean, maybe I should see.
Also, they do have that giant wolf that we need to cook and prepare. So
Oh, I'm actually good for that. I should go.
I probably shouldn't touch it.
I'll pick up my apron.
yeah. Well, we're gonna cook it, but Nick's gonna kind of follow back with Odysseus now that we have the ware set up and kind of help Corrigan.
Yeah.
And once he makes it back, he's gonna actually suggest, he's like, well, I know y'all are probably pretty proficient in stripping this thing and getting the meat and all the edible parts, which we should probably use as much as possible. Do you think like a soup would be the best idea, or?
It would spread it out a bit, but we don't really have anything to add into it. It would just be a meat broth.
Don't we have potatoes?
Yeah, but like,
Well,
mean,
we don't have that many
we have 2
potatoes.
potatoes.
I think we have. Well,
I
we
think-
have 2 potatoes, but then we have
Bananas.
we have bananas.
Banana potato wolf soup.
How about
My
we don't?
great grandma's
That-
So
favorite recipe.
You're making me cry. Let's not do that.
What about? Well, what I was gonna suggest is so we could do the soup to kind of spread everything out and also get everybody's water intake up because I don't know if everybody has flasks.
some kind of meat or bone broth is good for the soul.
Yeah.
And then, but if we could spare some of the bones, we could use them as tools.
I was gonna suggest that bone marrow very
Uh,
nutritious.
I think I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure bone broth, you don't have to like melt the bones. You just need the marrow.
All right, but you do have to break the bones open to get the marrow.
And I don't know
As
that
the
much.
resident bone expert.
Also, PSA, cooking chicken, etc., does make the bones more fragile, and that's why you never want to feed your cats and dogs like raw, like cooked chicken carcass, because the bones are more fragile and so they're shatter instead of they'll like splinter, and that's bad.
So
that's bad.
if we
That's bad for
wanna-
your pets. So if you want to feed your pets some meat, feed it to them raw.
If we want
don't
to
feed
get
them cooked bones,
some
It's
of the
very
bone
bad.
broth in there, but then reserve some of the
Perhaps
sort of-
for some of the larger bones.
well, the ones
Right.
that make marrow, we're gonna be looking at like the hip, the femur, the pelvis. I'm pretty sure.
Well, I was
the
thinking that we could
humerus.
perhaps save some of the larger bones for tools, like you said, and then the more fiddly ones we can put in
A
the
more
soup.
pressing
Well,
issue.
unfortunately, the fiddly ones don't have as much.
Yes, I know they
Before-
don't have as much marrow, but they don't have many other uses.
Before we get too far into this conversation, do we have bowls?
No.
Because
but
making a broth is kind of pointless if you don't have something to hold it with.
Put it in your hands.
Well,
We're gonna need
we
to
don't
put
have
down
a pot, I think is the main problem right here. We could make the soup and all drink from the same pot, but
We don't have a pot.
knives
we
is
don't
What
have
set.
a-
about could we make a pot?
I don't know that we have the materials here.
We got metal, we got gold.
I don't think a gold pot would work very
I
well.
believe that making a pot of
Yeah,
gold
I don't
is
know if
first
you've
of all,
ever tried
first of
to
all,
like.
a terrible use of gold. This is a terrible use of gold. There's so much better things could be done with gold. Secondly, we do not have the materials and things to melt gold and smelt it into a pot. This is a ridiculous thing you've ever suggested.
Well, I don't know. Some people can do magic here. Couldn't we get a fire hot enough and figure it out?
I do not know anything about magic. This is not a thing that I know of. But
Well, all I
no, we
know is
could
this
make a pot
gold
of-
is.
if we could dig up some clay or perhaps maybe some rocks of,
Oh,
of
that's what
something.
has anyone found a source of clay? That would be very
Uh,
helpful for cookware.
Have any of us found a source of?
Oh,
That's
I-
what
One
we all
of us did.
ponder.
And I think I
Thinking
do
back
think
on
that a magical fire could probably act as a kiln of kinds.
I just figured, what else are we gonna do with all these gold coins? They're not very useful, and they're not actually made out of gold, like that they cut it with other stuff. They're just kind of gold on the outside.
This is none of your concern.
No, I do think you bring up a very good point, Nicholas. We don't have much of a use for these gold coins, but I do not believe that cooking necessarily would be the best use of them. Just because gold tends to be a very soft material.
But you can't use it for weapons or building
could
with that
not-
logic either. So I
No.
figured it doesn't matter if our silverware gets bent or a bowl gets a little bit dented, but it does if a weapon loses its edge or breaks, and if your hinges come off the door because they've bent out of shape.
Yes, I think we will keep this in mind. If we have a good source of clay, that would probably be easier, just because crafting-wise, um, it's a easier material to work with. Gold, you can't shape it with your hands and then fire it like
Yeah,
you
I can
can
see how
with,
that might
with
be a
clay.
little difficult. Yeah.
We might need more tools to be able to melt the gold down. So if we can find clays, that would be preferable. But if we cannot,
We are on a riverbed, are we not? Could we not find clay by digging?
that is why I was asking if anyone had seen any on their travels.
So, I need Clem and John to give me a perception check.
Yes.
Oh God.
Don't fuck
Clem.
us.
Don't fuck me, Clem.
I'm 15.
Okay.
Six.
Embryo, do fuck
Okay. So Clem.
Clem is not a good lay. No.
Embriel is horny on main.
I don't know why this is his character today. He was
Clem,
tired of sitting out.
you stepped. There was some clay. You stepped in some clay when you were getting out of the river. When you were after you had gone all the way down.
Clem is over there. Clem
Clay?
is over there counting like sticks and stuff and taking a careful inventory. And he's just like, "Oh, Clay, you guys, there's some back there. I stepped in it when I fell in the river." And John was a hero. Remember that, John? Remember you saved my life? That was a good time. And that's
Yeah, it was yesterday.
And if it didn't happen, we wouldn't have met Clarice. So Clarice is also helping Clem count.
Do we need some food for your Clarice? Do you know what she eats?
I think she's good. I've got it.
Oh yeah, you will have to feed her. She only needs. She's tiny as hell.
A berry a day.
Two portions.
All right, I'm gonna say that Clem is gonna go ahead and eat. No one is looking. He's eaten 5 of his berries and given the other 2 to Clarice, so he has no more.
Yeah, because Clarice is not eating meat.
Yeah. So he's had 1 meal today.
She has had 1 meal, yes.
Clarice has and Clem.
And
Clem
Clem,
has eaten
yes.
today.
Yes,
He's one of the only people who has.
Right.
Yeah. So, and where did you say that was? Oh, it's you'll probably see a bunch of Scrabble marks as we pulled ourselves out. But
from the almost drowned.
Yeah, but it is kind of in the area where the rivers meet the quad.
Okay, well, perhaps I can go down there. Me and Nick and anyone else who would like to come, we can go observe.
Yes, I will observe.
Are you coming with us?
You can protect me and assist me.
I hate to say it, but I make no guarantees for your safety.
Well, if something is to kill me, then perhaps it will kill you too, huh?
Perhaps. I think I can put you on Odysseus, but I'm kind of worried about you falling off. Have you ridden a horse before?
Have I ridden a horse before? Probably.
Without a saddle. Because right now, Odysseus has like a makeshift rope bridle.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
Yeah, I am going to give you an acrobatics check, Mitch.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll make an acrobatics check.
I would put him up there.
11.
11 on a saddle. You have been able to stay on. You did not ride well at all.
No, of course not.
No, it was terrible. But you didn't fall off.
If I put him in front of me like a little child, would that work?
That would help.
Would that keep him on?
you would help him stay on, yes. I'm still gonna make him give an acrobatics check just because. But I'm gonna give him help.
I will walk beside you
All right.
Um,
Yeah. Does anyone else want to come? John, you looking to get a little action?
I've been here all day, so I can use some exercise. Really?
So
All
these
right.
are the 4 characters people are switching to then.
Well, let's think about this really briefly.
Well, me and Faith. Oh, I already switched to Dante.
Yeah. So John
'cause-
Claude, I don't think should come with us
Because
then.
this is a going across the river. This isn't a menial task because you are going farther into the forest or deeper into like the
Okay.
terrain that you
Well, so
only
yeah,
semi...
I guess I expected us to do more with the whole gathering thing, and then we just didn't.
Well, I'm hoping that Dante, or I'm hoping that we can gather more stuff with the clay.
Right.
So we'll gather the clay. We'll also look for like building materials and other things along that way.
Yeah, and I'll say if you're doing anything in the camp, it doesn't matter who you are. You can be whoever.
Mhm.
So Dante, that wouldn't have counted as you.
Okay.
Mitch, I wouldn't have counted you switching to him
Okay.
because it's with it. You're basically within the camp area.
I'm
Okay.
just kind of worried about our safety.
Yeah.
No, this is how
Jean-
John Claude gets his class.
Jean-Claude will go. Yeah, I'm playing for keeps now. I'm hard running all of my classes.
Okay. Sure.
I mean, okay, so it doesn't matter if I choose Beatrice or Ambrielle. Both of them have a -2 to athletic checks.
All right, yeah. Then
Well,
I can't. Neither
actually,
of them can swim.
I remember that there was a
I
there is a
was-
crossing we can use. It's a bit farther down the river.
yeah,
It's
Why
Yeah.
do we need to cross the river? Is there not clay on all of the banks?
I'm more concerned about if we get attacked by something because they got attacked by a wolf when they left camp for like 2 hours on this side.
that is true. Perhaps you can take Ambrielle with you. I'm not very good in a fight, but he was able to injure that wolf that you found last time that they found. So perhaps he should go.
Yeah, Nick, who I think is fully aware of what he is doing, because he still has his shirt off and is kind of bringing it out. He's like, and he kind of like throws it over one shoulder, Captain Kirk style, and goes, "Yeah, Ambrielle, you want to join us on another field trip?"
He does like the peck thing.
Yeah.
I believe that would be an excellent idea.
All right. And he'll go ahead and put the shirt on and once he's gotten most of the wrung water out of it and stuff.
Okay. So who's everyone going to the riverbank essentially?
Ambrielle.
Dante, or not Dante.
What?
Nick.
Okay.
And Jean-Claude.
Nick, Jean-Claude.
Volunteering other people's characters.
Yep.
And John.
And John. Okay. So all of you.
John and Jean. Don't get them confused.
No, John and Jean-Claude.
Yeah.
Jean-Claude.
Jean-Claude.
All right. John, do you
There is
remember?
I said you need to say Jean-Claude.
I'm
And
gonna-
Jean.
I'm gonna hop up on Odysseus first, and then kind of like ask someone to hand me Jean-Claude.
All right. Just here you go. Wow, you're really
Yeah.
light.
Thanks. All right.
It's of course.
Are you you situated? I'm gonna have like my knees kind of up, around, it's like on arms is like a guardrail.
Jean-Claude, give me an acrobatics check with bolster 1.
Hell yeah. Where's that dice that I'm looking for? 12.
Oh, okay. You don't fall off. Thank God you're using your rails. He was clearly about to fall off.
I rolled the same die. I rolled the same number on the D20 and got a 1 on the bolster.
Nice.
Oh,
Incredible.
boy.
All right.
Alright.
Yeah. So we I'm gonna take my hoof pick, and then you got your sharp stick.
Yeah.
Would you say you were grabbing Nick?
I have a hoof pick.
A hoof pick. Right.
I am bringing
And
nothing
I
but
have
my
a
charisma.
pointy stick.
Your charisma. Okay. And then,
John's been there, so
yeah. All right, John.
That's what
which
John's
way?
bringing.
Which way are you heading? Do you
it
remember?
was south.
Okay, yeah. So you go south. So you head south, and you eventually hit the quad.
We have to go farther down the river, and we'll find a crossing of like stones and stuff, and we
Yeah,
can just cross there
why
and then
are we
come back around
crossing?
because
Yeah.
it's on the other side
Can
of
we
this
not dig
river.
the clay from this side of the bank?
Didn't Clem say it was on like the bank? Usually it's on both sides. That's how banks work.
Yeah,
Usually
but it's
meet out-
farther down still.
Okay, so we can
He
go
fell in the
further down
river.
the river then. We don't need to cross the river.
Ambrielle is
no,
going
but
to
it
look
was-
for this clay.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a perception.
So
check
if we
for this
came
clay.
down, this way,
He's explaining it. We're all just looking for the clay and ignoring him.
Sure, you can make perception checks.
I don't mean to ignore you. I just have Susanna has no visual sense of what anything looks like. So no matter how you describe it to me, I cannot picture it, and so it's not gonna be.
I'm getting distracted by like trying to keep Jean-Claude on and like listening to John as well. Because I only rolled a 6 for perception.
Well, I rolled a 13. Why are 2 of my characters skilled in persuasion? This is a bad choice. Awareness. That's a 15.
A 15? Okay.
15.
11.
11. All right. What I'll say is that with your 15 is that you do see some clay, but it is on the other side, but it doesn't look like you have to go as far down as John was describing, as far as Clem went. Like you just have to get across to the
Can I
southern
also
river.
look for a safe way to get across with that 15?
Well,
so look for the
if
clay.
we go farther
There's
down
no
this
safe way here.
If we go farther down the river this way, we'll find a path of outcroppings of rock, and we could get through there and then just come back.
No sense risking or being risky. We don't want to get anybody else injured or anything. Sharon's got enough to do, so let's keep going and we'll go down there and we'll make a note and come back.
Yes, and this is where and Ambrielle is going to point out the clay.
Thank you, Ambrielle.
I'll make a mental note of that.
All right, I'll nudge Odysseus onward until we get to the river crossing.
Yeah, everyone, you can give me stealth checks now.
Stealth checks?
Mm-hmm.
What do we need that for?
What do we need a stealth check?
I don't know.
Oh, I have. Thank goodness I brought Ambrielle.
Does Odysseus have to roll a stealth check?
Oh, yeah.
Shit. All right.
Yeah.
Nick got a 17. So.
Hey.
Okay.
Jean-Claude
Nice.
also got a 17.
I got an 11.
11.
Odysseus got an 18. Odysseus is the silent.
All right.
Horse.
David,
Yeah,
what is
15.
15? Okay, so your lowest was 11. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, yeah. So you continue down the river. You eventually get to the.
Can I make a perception check of the wood line just to keep an eye out for predators?
Sure. On your side of the river or the other?
On our side.
Okay.
I'm more worried about things that can immediately run at us because I have a very fragile being in my arms. Alrighty. 19.
19. You see figures in the trees. You'd have to get like a closer look, but you definitely see things up there.
I'll just kind of like
This
make
is just
a
the monkeys.
hand motion and kind of point
This
that
is
way.
this is just the monkeys. This is more of Clarice's ilk.
All right. We'll just keep going. They don't bother us. We don't bother them.
Precisely.
All right. Yeah, we'll keep going until we get to the crossing.
Yeah, you eventually get there.
All right. I will after making I'm gonna like pat Odysseus and kind of hop off after making sure Jean-Claude is secure.
Uh-huh.
Can I tie him to this horse? What I'm gonna
Sure,
do is
make
I'm
a
gonna
crafting check.
oh shit. I'm gonna take the bridle off.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna just rely upon my bond with Odysseus to guide him.
Uh-huh.
and I'm gonna tie this boy to this horse.
Can I
Boy.
give him? Can I give him assistance by commanding him?
Command.
My specialized skill is command.
Sure, I'll say that's how you help.
Yeah.
Can I
So you can give
roll
bullshit one.
can I roll horses for this since I'm tying him
Yeah.
to the horse so I would know
Yes.
best where to position him? Okay. All right.
Jean-Claude's specialized skills are history and command.
That's really useful in this campaign.
All right. It's not so bad. It's an 11.
Okay, you think you got him tied well.
Yeah, that's the best. That's the best.
It's
Nick
not
was gonna do.
super tight, but it's functional.
All right.
All right.
Will you either of you walk on either side of him as I guide the horse across? All right.
Of course.
I can do that.
And then I'm gonna kind of lean into Odysseus and I kind of
Mhm.
whisper a little bit into his ear, like, "It's gonna be okay. I know you didn't like crossing earlier, but this is a lot shallower. We got this. People are counting on us. This is what you were bred for, you beautiful boy."
Give me a either persuasion or a nature check with hinder 1 because he hated this before.
This was a different place.
This doesn't matter. Oh, also,
The horse knows that.
also, yeah.
Shit. If I didn't roll so good on the hinder die, fuck me. It's a 9.
A 9. He really does not want to go.
Can I
You could force him if you'd like.
Push it.
But think of the consequences.
Push it.
Push it real good. I'm not gonna sing the song.
I'm just gonna say, can just give me a moment, and I'm gonna stroke his
Mhm.
face and
It's just like all.
and no, have you ever seen a horse? They have really long faces.
I know,
and
I
he
know,
goes
but you
up like
said
this.
face.
I know.
It feels like you're starting at the eyes and forehead and then working past the nose and mouth. That's what I imagine when you say stroking his face.
And I'm gonna also bring out the banana because it's sweet that I have on my
Okay.
belt, and kind of like break half of it off, and be like, "I know you're scared, but we can do this, you and me, right? And then you can have this banana, which is gonna be really good. Come on, you're Odysseus. I'm Nicholas. We're the 2 survivors of that shitty place we left."
All right, you can make another roll without hinder 1.
All right. I just want to be a ranger. God damn it! Yeah. Sorry. It's not a natural 20, but it's the closest I could get. So that's a 26.
Oh, okay. All right. As you remind him of did you remind him of the shitty place you're from or from your shitty boss?
But like the fact that he was like, previously he was kept in stables. I was the only one who regularly rode him because our boss was always away and so shitty.
Right.
Even though this was his favorite horse, quote unquote.
Right.
And he gave him that awful name.
I don't even remember it.
I don't
T-Bone.
remember it. He's
It's
Odysseus.
T-Bone.
Oh yeah, T-Bone. And yeah, so I remind him of that, and then all that we've done together since we got here, and the fact that we're here and we're free and can make a new life, and he just needs to cross this river to do it.
Okay.
Also, this banana
Yeah.
looks really fucking
Also,
good.
this banana.
So you speak these words to him,
Mhm.
and you really look at him,
Yeah.
and in his face,
Yeah.
it feels like it feels like he's understanding what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like in a way that
Previously, I would just
haven't-
talk to horses. Yeah.
yeah. And for some reason, he seems to be like reacting, like not even just like in general, like
Yeah.
being like soothing. It seems like he's reacting more so, which is
Yeah,
a little unusual.
Then I make direct eye contact with him, and I'm like, "We can do this. I wouldn't let anything happen to you. It's you and me, right?" All right. And I'm just gonna start walking backwards because I see he's understood and I trust him. And I motion the other two forward.
All right.
Sonically terrible.
All right. Yeah. So he seems like he fully trusts you. That everything you said made sense. Which is kind of weird. But yeah, he goes across with it on his back, and you make it to the other side.
I'm gonna-
That's the way with animals.
Thank you. It was my job previously. I worked in I know what the word stables is still, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I worked in a stables of this very important
Oh
figure.
wait, sorry, no.
I don't remember what the word stables is.
Nah.
Nope, it's
That
a horse
place where you
bedroom.
keep, yeah.
Yeah, I worked for a very rich man who had a lot of horses, and I helped manage it. So manage them. But Odysseus was always my favorite. I always paid special attention to him. And
I can tell that the two of you have quite a bond.
I give him his banana half.
Just like parents usually have a favorite.
It's of course, this is all very adorable, but we have a thing that we are doing. Let's go.
All right, and I'm just gonna and I kind of make eye contact with Odysseus, and I say, "All right, follow me." And I just turn because now that I feel like he's understood me, I kind of trust that he just it was so unusual, but I'm gonna trust that he's just gonna follow me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I turn around and I let him have the thing on it on its back.
All right. Go ahead and everyone give me another stealth check. I'm actually going to say that if you're riding on horseback, just have the horse roll, actually.
The horse
'cause
does
that
not
makes
have a
sense.
great stealth modifier. It's a
Well,
horse.
it's a horse.
We got an 18 last time.
I know.
He got a 12.
But I thought about it, I'm like,
Hey.
you shouldn't even have to roll, actually.
This time Ambrielle got the 18, so that's a 19 for me.
And 12 for Nick. We're so in sync, me and Odysseus. We get the same stealth roll. He's like stepping in my footsteps behind me.
Uh-huh.
16.
So the lowest was a 12?
Mhm.
From Ambriel? Okay.
No,
The lower-
Ambrielle got a 19.
It was from Nick and Odysseus.
Ah, okay. Gotcha. Okay, so
And
John, do you...
Ambrielle will be keeping an eye out for while Nick seems busy with his horse thing.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
And since I don't have the stealth, I'll keep my eyes out for more clay.
Not
I suppose.
great. 11.
Yep, you can make a roll for clay, more clay.
Natural 20. I don't know why I said dirty.
You got a natural 20?
Yeah.
And
Total 22.
you're just looking around the riverbed.
Yeah,
right?
I'm just looking at like the riverbed
Okay,
for clay.
Cool. With a natural
From
20?
my vantage point. Yeah, natural 20.
As you're like propped up on this
Yeah.
on Odysseus.
From
Like
my
a little
kingly,
like
my
a little
kingly
boy
vantage
king.
point. Right.
Sickly little boy king.
The sickly little boy king that I am.
Sorry, I just really like that image.
That's why I like Jean-Claude.
You're looking along this riverbank, and unfortunately here, even though you got an natural 20, there's no clay, but you do see like your eyesight is very good, especially from
Of
this
course.
vantage point.
This is the one thing that I'm good for.
And you see giant otters beneath the surface of the water, swimming.
Nicholas,
Yeah.
you've said that you have encountered these large sea mammals, correct?
Yeah, I have before, and I'll kind of like give them a little like chitter and a wave because I think we interacted last time and they liked me.
Four of them pop up. That's
Well,
all.
hey, howdy.
That's all of them, by the way, that you saw.
Well, howdy. Yeah, they're cute, aren't they? Very cuddly.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing them on the way here. Forlorn said to ignore them.
Yeah, they're not a threat. I don't think I don't think they hunt meat. Or unless, like, maybe...
Perhaps we would do well to observe
Wait,
them.
did that otter just address my question?
Yeah.
Holy shit!
I'm pretty sure otters do eat meat, but it's like fish. They
It
eat
is
fish.
more fish.
Yeah.
So perhaps if we observe them, we could find a good fishing spot.
Are you guys a family? Everyone's seeing this, right? It's not just me.
Oh, I mean,
No,
You're very
I
good
am
with animals.
observing this.
you're very good with animals.
Do you think you could come along with us and just keep a lookout? Let us. We're gonna be gathering some stuff for some friends. But if you're not busy,
Hello.
I can make a persuasion check.
Yeah, give me a persuasion or a nature check.
It's gonna be persuasion every time. I'm
Okay.
not very book learned.
All right.
I think Jean-Claude and
And
Beatrice are the only
Go
smart
ahead and
people.
take bolster 1 on this, Faith.
All right.
No, Forlorn,
Charm
Forlorn
is pretty smart, that's
and
fair.
John are pretty smart.
14.
14.
Mm-hmm. I don't need them to get out of the river. I just want them to hang out. And if they see anything, I'm like, if you could just give us a little call and then you can be on your merry way, it would just make me feel better. We can watch each other's backs if you guys have anything you need to do. So strength in numbers.
The main one in the middle
Mhm.
doesn't seem to have convinced the others, but he gets out of the river.
That is
I give him a little pet
Right.
under the
away with animals.
under the. All right, I'll promise I'll bring him back safe. I promise. All right, I'll give him my life before I let anything happen to him.
Ooh.
All right. Yeah, and we keep going with this otter. I guess I have now.
Well, you were asking him to stay here and like keep watch, right? Or did you want him to come with you? Okay.
No, I just wanted him to kind of be in our vicinity, and if he saw any like predators moving towards us, just to give a little bark.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay, cool.
actually, here. Let me roll a check for. He doesn't notice anything. Not that you know that. Not that you know that.
Thank you, David. Yeah, I guess we continue on.
Okay.
And I kind of like, well, we'll see y'all later. We probably will be back. If you see any more people who look like me, don't be concerned. They don't mean you any harm. And I'll let them know about you as well. I think we can work together going forward. Allies.
Oh.
All right. I'm Dr. fucking Doolittle, bitch.
Have you always been so in tune with animals?
Well, I was always pretty good with them. I'm good. I mean, I'm good with people, good with animals, pretty good, common, docile. But not to this extent. I've never had animals quite understand me so literally before, in the same way that I'm speaking to you right now.
I believe that we are in a very strange place or strange time, and these things seem to be. Everything appears to be heightened in some sense. Our connections with beings stronger, our dangers more fearsome.
Yeah, and I mean, it was one of my dearest wishes, at least when I was little, before I kind of grew out of it, to be able to talk to animals. But I didn't have a lot of other people my age around me, but I guess.
No offense, that is adorable.
Thanks. Yeah, there was an alley cat that I used to talk to all the time.
Alright, if we do not keep moving, I am going to burn away in the sun.
No, we are. We're walking and talking.
We're still walking.
You doing all right back there, Jean-Claude?
I am in need of perhaps a sun hat of some kind, but
Embriel is just gonna lift his wing up and cover.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my cowboy hat off, which I definitely have, and put it on Jean-Claude.
All right.
I don't know why
for-
Embriel is feeling so thirsty this episode.
Um,
I'm blaming you. Embriel's like, I didn't realize I was into cowboys. God damn.
The hat is definitely
like-
too big for it.
That's fine. big, strong, and dumb. You lack hambos.
Everyone's like, the more you know.
All right, so you
He's
eventually
so good with animals.
you eventually reach the riverbank at the quad, but on this side where you saw the clay. And you look around and Jesus Christ, the thing.
Jean-Claude.
Jean-Claude, thank you.
Yeah.
Jean-Claude.
The thing.
I'll just say, since you rolled a natural 20
Same
before.
initials. Jesus Christ, Jean-Claude. You know our boy JC out
Oh
there.
my God.
Yes, of course.
Jean-Claude, since you rolled a natural 20 before, I'm going to give you, you as soon as you come upon this bank, you see where the clay is, and you can kind of point it out to them.
Okay.
All right. Let's get. I think I brought some bags along and stuff, and I have my own pockets, and we can carry what we can carry. But let's go ahead and dig some of this. Anybody have anything they can use other than their hands?
I have a pointy stick.
All right.
No.
But the stick could be useful to agitate the clay so it becomes loose, and you can dig it up easier with your hands.
Yeah, you can also
I can
maybe
take the more blunt end so I don't blunt the pointed, vaguely pointed end.
And maybe you want to get a rock or something to use as a shovel, maybe something relatively flat. John, I'm going to use my hoof pick. Because that seems like it'd actually be pretty good for this task.
Okay, I'm going to Google what the fuck a hoof pick looks like, because I have no idea every time
It's
you
like a
say it.
little, like a mini shovel.
Yeah.
Not like a shovel, but it's like a little,
looks like
a toothpick.
It's got like a
Like a
brush
toothpick, but
and
for...
a toothpick on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's steel, though. It would be metal and to, like...
It's for cleaning out
horses' hooves.
Okay, gotcha.
To, like, get... If they have, like, a rock cut or, like, mud. So I'll probably
Okay.
need to do it after this second river trip for Odysseus.
All right, I'll say it's just the pick and not also the brush, because a lot of modern ones seem to have that, and that would not be back then, I would assume.
Would I have had a separate horse brush on me? I can assume,
Yeah.
I'm going to assume I have general horse equipment. I'm going to write it down. Except
Not
for,
like fancy horse equipment.
and
Right.
I'm going to say more horse hair. Not,
You gotta-
I don't have a official bridle, a saddle, a
Right.
girth.
Serviceable horse equipment.
All right. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and kind of loosen up what I can.
Mhm.
And we'll get started on that and then start trying to, like, dig it out with my hands.
Yeah, I'll give you two bolster one on strength checks for getting clay. Jean-Claude, you're not getting clay. I know that's not happening. So,
Right.
David,
I'm
Oh,
still
damn,
tied to-
I
I'm still tied to a
rolled so
horse.
well.
Right.
Well, I'll make
Holy
some
shit.
kind of check to stay steady on the horse if you like.
sure, make an acrobatics check.
Oh my god.
With
Can
bolster
I
one.
have instructed, Odysseus to be, like, still and, like, help Jean-Claude, make sure he doesn't fall?
I rolled
Oh.
so well, but I have a
Dirty
-2
20.
to strength.
Okay, yeah.
An
So-
18.
I was told to find a flat rock of some kind to help shovel out. So
14.
14.
'Cause I don't get the bonus because I still have a hinder from my last push on strength
Gotcha.
checks.
And then, Susanna, what was your total again?
18.
18, okay.
I have someone to impress, apparently.
David, you're looking for a rock?
a flat rock
A
to
flat
use
rock.
as a makeshift shovel.
Sure, just give me a perception check real quick before your strength check.
10.
Nah, you don't find a good flat rock, so just make a regular strength check for clay.
12.
That's all right. Okay, so between the three of you, especially Ambrielle, you get a decent amount of clay to use. You don't have and also you don't have enough storage to just put a huge chunks of clay in. You would need it's not like you have access to a wheelbarrow or anything. So
Or a
you
basket
can,
or
right. You can get what you have, but it's not a lot for. You just
could
can't carry a lot of clay.
Yeah, could we consider it can we put it in a numerical quantity? This amount in Minecraft or something?
Sure, we'll say.
or some we know we want to use this clay specifically for crafting cookware. Can we put it in an amount of cookware we can make?
I'm gonna say for now, just say 6 chunks.
6 chunks.
Yep.
All right. All right. So we gathered the 6 chunks.
Mhm.
And it looks like there's plenty more here, right? We could come back later.
Yeah, it's a riverbank. Yeah, you just go along.
Yeah.
it.
In fact, I'm gonna take a nice like stick and some rocks and build like a little cairn and stick the stick in the ground so that it's kind of marked where this spot
Okay.
is.
Yeah.
So that people who are looking for it later will have an easier time.
A good idea. Perhaps, nope, that only works within 10 feet. Never mind. Perhaps also on our way back, you can use your. I wouldn't want you to dull the horse pick since it has other uses, but perhaps if we could make a few marks.
Yeah, absolutely. That shouldn't be too difficult.
So that the others can find their way. Though I don't think we would want to send anyone out on their own.
Yeah. Can I look for some sharp rocks?
Yeah.
Since we're here at this riverbed and we're kind of walking back to a place that's pretty rocky.
Why do I think
Yeah.
that flint and clay?
They're not the same thing.
No, they're not the same
No.
thing. But why do I think they are found in the same areas?
Flint is like gravel.
Yeah. Nick, can you give me a luck check?
I
Nick,
think
yeah.
it's just because they're both building materials that are used commonly. I don't think there's any.
I was like, I can't read it. That's an 11.
An 11? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You can't find like a good sharp rock.
All right. Could I just find something I could mark a tree with?
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Just-
I'll just say I have a rock.
Bludgeon the shit out of a tree. All right.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. And then I start walking back. Say hi to our otter friends.
Okay. Yeah, so on your way back, so you got your clay, you marked your spot, you got your rock. Are you marking like a tree right now, or is this just for later?
I'll no, because they can kind of follow the river back this way. I'm gonna do it once we pass the like my original marker, so that they know how to get there.
Okay.
Yeah. Sure. And then we can say you follow the river, and then this is the thing that you look for, and then you kind of cross.
Okay.
Don't hurt the otters.
Right, and you're not riding the horse, just Jean-Claude.
Yeah, I'm gonna because I'm gonna have to get off to guide the horse back across anyway.
Okay. So on your way back, you start feeling rumblings in the ground.
There's something. Does it feel like there's something in the ground or something running and shaking the ground?
Make a perception check.
Okay.
Can I make one too?
I'll point this out. There's some rumbling. Natural 1.
Oh.
Fuck me.
Natural
That's
20.
okay.
Natural
Okay.
20.
The balance.
It feels like.
I got like a 13.
Okay. John.
I also got a natural 1.
John. Ooh. John, it feels like it goes beneath your feet, like within the ground very quickly, and then ends.
I'm running. If
Out of the ground in front of you, this large insectoid weird creature with this carapace and giant pincers. Oh shit, my stupid. Hold on. Is one of these working? Someone talk.
Yeah, we can,
Okay.
we can
Yeah.
hear you.
One of my AirPods
Oh.
ran out of battery, which is great for a podcast or a video thing. Yes, this giant insectoid brown creature just pops on the ground, huge pincers.
I'm gonna get in front of everybody and say,
We need to run.
now, there's no need for all of this.
And that's where we're gonna end tonight's episode.
Yes.
Amazing.
I like how Nick is like halfway leveled to being a ranger. He's unlocked being animals understand him, but he does not necessarily fully understand them.
Oh my god.
And he doesn't get like hit points or glass.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, just so you know, Nick is 6'2".
incredible. I was not expecting that to be the direction that Ambriel went, but I'm blaming you.
Ambriel and Beatrice are
why'd
going to be
you have to
fighting
make-
over him.
Beatrice doesn't like. Beatrice thinks he's just a very nice young man.
Beatrice, I bet, is a MILF.
She absolutely is. She's a MILF tiefling.
Oh no.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining us, and may your tieflings always be MILFs.
Stay normal, our friends.
Stay normal, my friends. All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining us.